Please state your name.
Diamonne Mitchell.
And what is your major?
Human development.
How'd you decide on that?
It took me 2 years and I tested out almost every major there was. I think I switched my major about 7 times, and then I decided that I wanted to do something that would help me go into the medical field, and then I wanted to do something that would also help me work with children because I wanted to be a pediatrician. So I decided on human development.
What classes did you like? What classes didn't you like?
I've actually liked them all aside from the research methods one, and only because that class was really boring. But our major focuses on aging, so we had to deal with gerontology, which is like studying senior citizens and how to take care of them, and that was boring. I actually like working just more on the child aspect of human development, but it's all been good.
And have you been able to do any internships?
Not yet. This is my 4th year and I haven't done any internships yet, but I think I'm going to do one next summer, and then the following summer after that.
Why haven't you been able to do them until now?
Time. Well, okay, first year and second year I was kind of naive. I was just like, oh, I have plenty of time to do them, so I was just like, I'll just wait to get them done, and then third year kind of just rolled by very quickly, and this summer I actually didn't have the time to get to do one, so hopefully I can just jump into one next summer.
And how has scheduling been during your major?
For the most part, good, but our practice times are kind of all over the place, and they interfere sometimes with scheduling, and sometimes I can't take the class because of when practice time is, and then I look to take it next quarter and it's not offered the next quarter, so then I have to wait for the following quarter after that. So it can be kind of tricky actually, and if I can't do it, I think a couple of times I've had to take a class in the summer because I couldn't take it during the school year.
So you're planning on doing a 5th year, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
How'd you decide on doing that?
I don't want to leave, and at the rate I'm going, I need a 5th year because I don't want to take too many units during the year, because I noticed that the more units I take, the lower GPA I have. So I have to stretch it out a little bit more.
What do you know now that you wish you had known when you were a freshman?
Office hours are crucial. They help so much. Just getting to know the professor, it's a great way to network. Like, I heard it over and over again, but you wouldn't believe how many people have come through for like letters of recommendation now just because you went into their office hours, or how much extra credit you could receive, which is that B- to a B+ kind of grade boost, or what else do I wish I've known? To use my tutors and maybe manage my time a little better. Like, I know that I didn't really study that much. I just kind of went to class and then hoped I would get a good grade, but it's not like high school at all. And I wish I would have learned that maybe a little sooner than the end of my freshman year, but figured it out. Ruined my GPA a little bit, but it's coming back up. Get involved. I think finding something that makes you feel like you're a part of something makes being here that much better. Like, as for freshmen, knowing that like you just have something you can relate to, hold on to, I think it secures your confidence here in Davis, because a lot of people are like, oh, I didn't like it, I want to go home, but I think that has a lot to do with just not finding what it is that you want or what you're interested in. So I think that's a big part of just coming here.
How would you go about looking for what you're interested in?
Well, I guess I would start in the quad, because there's like just a million like people pubbing their events, their groups, their organizations, and it's a kind of a trial and error sort of thing. You try one group, maybe you didn't like it, but that usually opens the door for like 30 other groups, because other people are saying go here, do this. So yeah, and if you already know what you're interested in, you could go to the Internship Career Center. You can ask mentors, read your emails, all of them. That's a good one.
What advising and tutoring services have you used?
I think they changed it now. I think it's the Learning Skills Center now, but I think it's called Student Academic Success Center. But anyways, I used them. They tutored me in chemistry and math, which was very helpful, especially in calculus. But just being able to being reintroduced to the information outside of class and outside of my homework helped me get a better understanding and grasp for it. I used study groups. I did those a lot. So it wasn't necessarily tutoring, but just working with other people and helping me figure those out was really good.
What about the athletic academic services?
It didn't add to anything, it just made it so that I could have more than one tutor if I wanted, but I never needed more than one tutor. But it does make it a lot more convenient, you don't have to pay for anything.
What are you planning on doing once you get out of college?
I'm going to grad school. For the last 3 years I was certain I was going to med school, but I changed my mind after, you know what, I did do something. I job shadowed my doctor, she's a primary care physician at Sutter here in Davis. And I realized that's not what I want to do. Like I was set, like I thought that's what I wanted to do, and then I was like, I changed my career completely, and now I want to go to public health grad school, and I want to get my MBA and my MPH. That way I can be more on the business side of medicine, but still in the medical field. And I'll still be doing what I wanted to do, or in the area that I wanted to work in. But I want to be a pediatrician, so I'm not necessarily sure what job I'm going to aim for, but my next step is grad school.
How did you get the opportunity to job shadow?
I just went to my doctor and I talk a lot, and she's like, oh, well, you can follow me here if you're interested. I emailed her and she said it was still all right, and she lets me come in every Wednesday and just follow her around pretty much.
That's pretty cool.
It was kind of cool. Hopefully she can give me a letter of recommendation too. It might be helpful if they didn't necessarily, like, you know how in high school when your schedule was just given to you and those are the classes you had to take, if they gave you more of an outline of the things that you need to take like at certain times, like I think that would be very helpful just as far as picking your classes. Just so you're not lost, and you're not putting it off, or you're not thinking, oh, I have time to take this, I'm going to do this. They should make going office hours mandatory. And I think everyone should be provided a tutor, just automatically without having to pay for it.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
There goes the mower! So noisy here at the track.